Welcome back to my channel. This is my January wrap-up. I make my bracelets off of my water bottle, so these are all the ones that I made, or most of the ones that I made in the month of January, and I'm going to go through them and show you them, and also their patterns will all be linked in the description. First one I want to start with is this Zigzag. So I had this one in my other wrap-up video, but I had just started it, so I now have it finished almost completely. I only did, a lot of these bracelets will only have one of the tie sides done because they were on my water bottle. This is one of my favorite patterns. I made it, so obviously it's one of my favorites. Just a simple zigzag. This one's ombre with pinks. I feel like the back looks pretty cool too. And then for ties, I did twisted. The next one I have, I just saw this pattern on Bracelet Book and I liked it, so I wanted to make it. It's got pink outlining ombre orange. I kind of switched the colors at the end because I wanted to see what it would look like. So you can't even really tell from that far away, but yeah, I wanted to switch it up a little bit. And then the back looks pretty cool too. I did twisted ties on this one as well. This next bracelet is the pattern of the first video I ever made on this channel, so if you want to go watch it, go for it. I called it a geometric stripe, which I like that name because it's definitely like stripes, but geometric pattern like. This one is purple, dark blue, white, and like peach color. This is definitely a top pattern that I like. That's the back of it. I'm actually wearing one right now. It's right here. This one I did braided for, and I'm going to do that on the other side as well, and this one's for my sister. Next, I have this one, which does not have a pattern. I just kind of did whatever I wanted. So I started off with just a arrowhead starting. I actually started this one during the Super Bowl last year because the Chiefs were in it. Now it's a complete year later, and I finally finished it. I found it. Then I did a little X pattern here, and then I kind of got into this, which I've done before on other bracelets. Kind of just like a growing diamond, but then going back down into like a little chevron section. And then I was gonna do more arrowhead, but then I decided to do like thicker. As compared to this one, it just gets smaller as it goes. These kind of are bigger down. These are always really fun to make. I've made other ones like this where I just kind of make whatever pattern I want. This one I did the same thing or similar, just like chose what I was gonna do next when I was doing it. So these are always like pretty fun to do. I always like to see how they come out, and this one is twisted ties. I think this might be like the third or fourth version of this bracelet I made. I make these camo ones for my grandpa because he likes to hunt. And so his last one fell off, and so I made him another one. I'm not really sure what to call it because it is a chevron, but I like split the colors like halfway sometimes, or do some 4, some 5. I've done this before with brighter colors with like peach and orange and yellow and blue. It looked really cool. And then I did braided ties for this one. This next one is on theme for February. It is a heart bracelet. I'm trying to make a bunch of these for Valentine's Day to give to people. This one is white with lighter colored hearts. And then I did twisted ties on this end. Gotta do the same on this one. But very fun. There's 2 different patterns for the heart bracelet, and I was using one of them, but it had backward forward knots, and I was like, I feel like there's an easier version. So that's what I did for like that much of the bracelet. And then I looked it up, and the other version is the same amount of strings, just different knots. And so I switched to that one just because it's a little bit easier. And then my last one I just started, so I guess I started it in February, but is another heart bracelet with light pink and maroon color. Obviously, I have a lot to go. I do have a heart bracelet tutorial on my YouTube that I will link the video too if you want to watch it. So that is all the bracelets that I made. It's definitely a lot more than I have been making recently, which is fun because I feel like I haven't made a ton, but I'm definitely like getting back into it as it gets warmer outside, and it is just so fun. I just love making bracelets and making videos to help you guys and just show you what I have been creating. So these are all the bracelets that I made. We got 6 done, 1 not, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are always like kind of short, but always fun to make and to look back on to see what I made. So yeah, I hope you have a good February, and I'll be back with the wrap up for this month at the end, and subscribe to the channel. I hope you all have a great day.